Good morning, students. Now we will go in flashback of lesson number 2, microorganisms. Microorganisms. So we have finished our lesson number 2, microorganisms. Now we will revise the chapter, okay students, and then we will do the textual exercise of it. So first of all, in the microorganisms, in the very first lecture, Harshal ma'am has told about what are microorganisms and how it is used and all the examples. Okay students, then first we have in the very first lecture done introduction. So in the introduction, what is microorganisms? Okay, Harshal ma'am has told what is microorganisms. So in that, the small organisms which we can't see with our naked eye, but we can see with the help of microscope, it is known as microorganisms. In this, after the introduction, ma'am had told about the types of microorganisms. So mainly there are 5 types of microorganisms, in which ma'am has told in deep that viruses, fungi and etc. So first of all we have studied introduction, then types of microorganisms in very first lecture. Okay, then after we have studied useful microorganisms. In the second video, we have studied useful microorganism. So in the useful microorganisms, we have studied the microorganisms which are useful in our daily life, which are known as useful microorganisms. For example, we have learned that for making cheese, paneer, curd, and we have seen for making curd, the bacteria used is known as lactobacillus. Okay students, then after we have studied some commercial uses and then medicinal uses, useful microorganisms, and then some agriculture uses. These microorganisms are also used in agriculture field. Then next we have studied nitrogen cycle. So students, in the nitrogen cycle, we have studied how the atmospheric nitrogen enters to living body, soil and animal body etc. and goes back to the atmosphere and forms atmospheric nitrogen. Okay students, so in the nitrogen cycle what we have studied? I have also gave the homework that write the nitrogen cycle in your own words and as a homework. Okay students, then nitrogen cycle, in short we will tell that the atmospheric nitrogen enters to the human body or plants or soils etc. and goes and forms a nitrogen compound and then goes back to the atmospheric nitrogen. This whole cycle is known as nitrogen cycle. Okay, students? And then we have seen some environmental uses. Environmental uses we will keep in the useful microorganisms. Okay, then next we have studied harmful microorganisms. So, what are harmful microorganisms? So, what is harmful microorganism? As we talk about harmful microorganisms, then if we take a word harmful, so harmful describes, if we describe the word harmful, then it can be said that which harms to anyone, means I will say that harmful microorganisms means the organisms which harms to human body, environment, soil, plants, trees, etc. which the microorganisms which harms to these all things are known as harmful microorganisms. Okay, students? Then we have studied microorganisms and food spoilage. Microorganisms and food spoilage. So, in this we have studied the microorganisms which spoil the food. In that there was one example of Maya. In the Maya's bag, one in the lunchbox was forgotten for a week, and in the lunchbox there was a sandwich. So there was some questions, did the color of the sandwich will change or not, and the smell, what will be the smell, and change of color, and etc. was there. We have studied in microorganisms and food spoilage. And if we some organisms, means harmful organisms, we have also discussed about the disease which are caused by some harmful microorganisms like malaria, typhoid, etc. And in microorganisms and food spoilage, it harms to food, which makes the food contaminated, so we can't eat that food. Okay, students? Then next we have seen food preservation. Food preservation. Let I rub all this. Food preservation. So, food preservation. If we talk about food preservation, then if we kept a food in the air, open in the air, and if we put the food for 1 or 2 days in the air, then some microorganisms affect it and the food becomes contaminated, and if we eat that food, then we cause diseases, we cause some diseases from that, which like if we talk about I have given one example also of the this harmful microorganisms and contaminated food if we eat that. Okay, then food preservation. There are some first of all we have studied by boiling method. If we boil it at high temperature, all the microorganisms in the thing is its growth is not. Okay students, then it is from boiling. Then we have taken by dehydration. So in the dehydration we have talked about first of all what is dehydration. So dehydration means the water molecule which is present in the food is dehydrated, means it is evaporated or the water molecule is taken out from it. So it is known as dehydration. So when the water molecule is not present in the food, then it is in it the microorganisms which are there, its growth can't be increased. So we have talked about it. And then canning, we have also studied canning. What is canning? First of all the thing is heated and then it is stored in the airtight container, so the microorganisms growth not take place. And then we have studied refrigerator and freezing. So in it, if we put anything in the fridge, like I have told that when from the bazaar we take vegetables, fruits and that all we put in the fridge. After washing we put in the fridge, so the microorganisms not grow in it. If we put outside the fridge, then the microorganisms will start growth. Okay, and then we have studied some adding chemicals. We have also studied the food prevention by some chemicals. In this we usually use vinegar. Vinegar is also known as food preservative. Okay, you know about it. And then we have studied pasteurization, in which first of all it is heated at very high temperature and then it is cooled, so that all the microorganisms in it get death. And I have told the example, the packages of milk. The milk is first of all heated at very high temperature, then it is packed and cooled in the freezer or anything else. So this is the whole chapter microorganisms. We have revised it, and now we will start some textual exercise. Okay students, so in the textual exercise, let me write here. Textual exercise. Okay, I will not write textual exercise, I will write only exercise. Okay students, because in the textbook only it is written only exercise. Exercise. So in the first question is MCQ, means choose the correct answer. So chalo, we will discuss the choose the correct option. So but we can't discuss right now due to some reasons. Okay, due to coronavirus we are not taking lectures face to face, we are taking these lectures on the YouTube and then you are studying it. So then also we will discuss about it Okay students, then first question is, which of these microorganisms feed on the decaying matter? So, which microorganisms will feed on decaying matters? Means it decays the matter. So, I will give you 10 seconds of time. Just you have to tick your answer in your textbook. Okay, your time starts now. Okay, 3 seconds, 2 seconds, 1, 0. I hope you have ticked the answer. Now I am telling the answer. The answer will be B, fungi. B, fungi. Okay, next question number 2. Which of these helps in making cheese and paneer? Okay, I have told about the how it is made, curd is made, and there was a point below the activity, down the activity, that the making of cheese and paneer. So also I am giving 10 seconds. Okay, time's up. So in this D, both A and C, means A, lactobiolysis, and C, spectrococcus. Okay, then I will tell this. So here in the page number 24, below the activity, see written bacteria like lactobiolysis and spectrococcus are used to manufacture cheese and paneer. Okay students. So next one, third. Which of this is found inside the intestines of human being and aid in the digestion of food? Okay, your time starts now. Time's up. Okay, the answer is B, bacteria. Okay students, which of this is found inside the intestines of human and aid in the digestion of food? We have studied in the useful microorganisms that these bacteria are also in the intestines of human for the digestion. So next one, which type of plant contains bacteria for fixing the nitrogen of the air? Okay, we have studied this in the nitrogen cycle. The time starts now. 3, 2, 1, stop. Time's up. So in this fourth, the answer will be C, leguminous. Leguminous bacteria contains for the fixing of nitrogen in the air. Next, which of the following process is carried out in the preservation of milk? Okay, so in this what will become? We have seen milk preservation in many points, so you have to think and answer. Your time starts now. Okay, stop. So in the fifth, it will come D, pasteurization. Okay students, now question 2, fill in the blank. So question number 1, MCQ is completed. If anyone has doubt in the MCQ or not finding the answer, okay, then first of all find yourself, and if you can't get it, then you can contact me. So I will give you the answer of MCQ. Okay students, question 2, fill in the blanks. So I will write here FB in short, fill in the blanks. So first time fill in the blanks is dash are a types of microorganisms. So in the very first lecture, Harsha ma'am has told these types of microorganisms. So here is the option protozoa and insects. So your time starts now. In this I will give only 5 seconds. Okay students. Time's up. Protozoa will be the answer. Okay. Second, curd is formed by the action of dash on the milk. So, we all know the lactobiolysis is used for making curd. So, lactobiolysis is what? Virus or bacteria. Okay. The answer will be bacterium. So, lactobiolysis is a bacteria. Okay, students. Third, we use dash to make breads. You all eat bread at home. So, I think you know that from which the breads are made. I have told it in the useful microorganisms. Okay. So, the answer is yeast. Okay, students, the answer is yeast. And fourth one, a dash is used to give the gritty texture in the toothpaste. So, what is used? Can you tell? Algae is used. Fifth one, dash is used to prevent disease caused by pathogens. Pathogens. What is used? Antibiotics. Different types of dash are used to prepare food supplements. So, this is also come in the food supplements, which was there in useful microorganisms. In this, the answer will be algae. Bacteria helps to convert wastes into soluble substances by the process of dash. Okay. Your 5 seconds are over. Decomposition. The seventh FB means fill in the blanks. Answer is decomposition. Eighth one, malaria is spread by the female dash. You all know this answer. Okay, write yourself. I will not tell the answer. The dash is a disease caused by the action of microbes in the cattle. So, in this answer will be anthrax. Okay, 10th one, in dash food is heated very high temperature and then cooled rapidly. I have only just a few minutes ago I have told this. Okay, I will not tell the answer, write by yourself. So, now we will study question 3 means C. So, question C means question 3. It is give 2 examples for each of the following. So, I have in the very first lecture there was some types of bacteria. First, I am talking about the first protozoa. In the very first lecture we have studied the types of microorganisms, and there was a one type protozoa and there were 2 examples of it. So, you have to write protozoa's example of 2 here. Okay, first I will tell you the answer and then other only we will discuss, and you have to write answer by yourself. Okay, students. So, first in protozoa, also I will tell the page number. So, see the page number 23 of the textbook. There in the very first line protozoa is described. They are a group of single celled organisms, and there are 2 examples of it, amoeba and paramoculum. Okay, then you have to write this amoeba and paramoculum in this 2 dash and shapes of bacteria. Okay, we have also studied, and here also there is a page number 22. We have studied this. There are spherical shape, rod shape, etc., shapes of bacteria. So, you have to write some space this shapes like rod shapes and spherical shape. There this 2 you have to write, rod and spherical. Okay, third one, fungi. Okay, you have to write 2 examples of the fungi. So, you will write by your own. Disease caused by the viruses. Okay, you have also write by your own. Okay, Commercial uses of microorganisms. Okay, this we have studied the useful microorganisms. In this you can take any two examples. And then disease that can be prevented by vaccines. This also we have studied. Means there was a medical use and vaccine was a some subtopic. Then you have to write two examples of it. Disease spread by mosquito. Yes, there is a table you can see in it. Disease caused by the microorganisms in the plant. Yes, this is also there. Food preserved by boiling. Means in the very first food preservation topic we have studied, and there was first only subtopic boiling. With the help food preservation with the help of boiling, you have to write two examples of it. Food preserved by canning. Yes, in the same page at the last, first we have studied about with the food preservation with the help of boiling, then dehydration, and then third there was canning. So you have to write these examples from it. So for now, homework, time for homework. All the things which have in the exercise I have taught you, you have to write your answers, and if you can't get it, then you can message in the group, there is a doubt, okay, and then I will give you a personal message for the description of what your doubt is, okay. Then today's homework. Today's homework is you have to just find out questions. You have to just find out the, so here there are 15 questions in your textbook. You just have to find out, and only you have to write first 5. You have to find out all the question answers in your textbook and write any 5 from it. From it means, okay, I will write any 5 question answer, otherwise some will not know what. Okay students, so your first question is find out all the question answers in the textbook only, just take in the textbook and write any 5. First of all, find out all the 15 question answers from your textbook, and then you only have to write any 5 and send the, don't have to send this, find out the answer from the following questions. You don't have to send the pictures of this, you just have to tick the answer in your textbook, and just you have to send the pics of any 5 question answers. Write the any 5 question answers, and only 5 question answers picture is only to be sent to the WhatsApp group. Okay students, you don't have to send the answers of the this all textbooks what you have ticked, no, you don't have to send. Okay, now we will finish this video, and up to then stay safe, stay home. Okay, bye students, thank you.